Hey everybody, it's me, Tom Angleberger. Today I'm going to show you how to fold the Mandalorian, or Boba Fett. They use pretty much the same folds, just one starts with aluminum foil and one starts with green paper. So let me tell you a little bit about myself and then we'll get started. I'm the author of The Strange Case of Origami Yoda and a lot of other Star Wars books, including The Mighty Chewbacca, In the Forest of Fear, and Art 2D2's Guide to Folding and Doodling, which is full of activities, much like the one I'm about to show you. And of course, my newer books are I illustrated Geronimo Stilton, the graphic novel, The Sewer Rat Stink, and I've got the Dee Dodo series out right now. But I'm going to put those aside for now and show you guys my latest thing I've been working on. This is the Mandalorian fold. Now, some people may wonder, why have I never folded a Boba Fett before? I've never put up instructions for Boba, and the reason is because my friend Chris Alexander did such a great job in his Star Wars Origami book of making a Boba Fett. I couldn't think of any way to improve on it. He did such a great job. And if you really want a great piece of origami, get his book, Star Wars Origami. Now, I'm going to admit something. We're going to cheat a little bit. Today's project is going to be kirigami. Yes, that means we're going to be using scissors. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit of scissors. Now, it's also, the aluminum foil can be very fiddly to work with. So I'm actually going to show you today with a piece of green paper. So we'll make a boba today. You should start with a boba with a piece of regular paper. And once you get good at it, then get out some aluminum foil and try to make your Mandalorian. And of course, Baby Yoda. I have 2 Baby Yoda videos up already. So try one of those. See if you can make a cute little Baby Yoda to go with your Mandalorian. All right, people, let's get started. We're going to start with a whole sheet of paper. I usually don't do this, but we're actually going to trim an inch off one side. We just want it to be a nice, tall rectangle. Okay, so we just trimmed an inch off the side. You can put that away for now. So now you've got your rectangle here. Maybe I should turn this like this so you can see the whole thing. You're going to fold the top down like this. Exactly how far? Well, it's about an inch, a little less than an inch. As with most of my things, we don't do a lot of measuring. We don't worry about measuring too much. You're going to just eyeball it. Now you're going to fold up from the bottom, and you're going to fold way up past the top of this. Okay. There we go, like that. And now you're going to fold down, and as you're pulling down, you're going to make sure that you make this crease right here at this line from the first fold. See where that fold goes right there? I'm going to make my crease go right about there too. Okay, as you can see, that's going to be, there's that fold, and then this is where that crease goes down. So you're doing good so far. Now flip it over. Now to make his body, we're doing a real easy pleat here. You just fold up, okay, and then you fold back down, and just don't fold straight back down on the same crease. Make a new crease just a little bit higher here and fold that down. And when you flip it over, you should have this. All right, does that work for you? Does that make sense? So this is going to be his helmet area here. This is going to be his body. His arms are actually going to come out of these. But before we do any of that stuff, let's get his visor. So it'll actually be a little easier if you turn this upside down. You're going to grab your scissors. Now, remember, I told you, I warned you we'd be doing a little bit of cutting, but not much. You're going to take right about in the middle, cut all the way down. See where I went right in here. I didn't mess with this at all. Went right past that. Got my scissors in there and cut down to there. And then I'm going to go over about just a half a centimeter, maybe somewhere in there, and fold that down like that. Okay, now you've got 2 options here for coloring in the area behind the visor. One, you can open this up and scratch in here with magic marker, in which case you're going to need to remove this. But I've got another idea that works pretty well. In fact, I think it works a little better. I'm going to get a piece of black paper, and I'm going to cut out a shape that's going to just about fit here. Let's see here. It doesn't have to be a perfect fit, and it's not a fancy shape. It's just a square. Okay, and then I'm going to put that in here, right over top of that little thing I cut, like that. And then I flip that in there. If we turn this back up, right side up now, we'll see, you can sort of see him peeking out from in there. There we go. I'm pleased with how that's going so far. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold down these areas here so that he can see out of his visor. Okay, what we're going to do is fold a really shallow angle. We're not going to be making a big fold like this. We're going to make it as small an angle as we can. So here we go. Okay, did that work for you? See what I got there? Now you're going to fold the other one down to match. Normally, I don't worry too much about making stuff match or getting stuff right. But in this case, it really helps. He's going to look a little wobbly if you don't get this one to match. So do your best. Try to get that one to match. There we go. I think we got it. All right. Now we'll come back and do the rest of his visor later. Now let's flip this over. We're going to, flip it over like that. We're going to take one side. We're going to fold it over like this. This is how I do almost all my puppets. And we'll take the other side and we'll fold it over like this. Now we've got several pleats in there. That makes this a little trickier than when we're just folding one layer at a time. But all we did was we folded it up like that. And now when you flip it over, hey, it should be starting to look something like a Mandalorian. What do you think? All right. Now, as you can see, when we fold the helmet down, it'll really look good, but we're not going to do that yet. One more thing to do is I want to work on his arms. I'm going to admit, these arms are going to be a little tricky sometimes. Let's see if we can do it. We're just going to take this and fold it out like that. Okay, I just took one of these loose things here, and I folded it back out like that. On the front, it's going to look like that. Doesn't look great right now. Go ahead and fold the other one. You'll notice there's another flap back here. Fold that one out to the other side. And once again, we're going to try to get it a little bit even. Let's crease that, and now let's look and see if I got it even. I think I creased this. I folded this one out a little too far. I'm going to go back. I'm going to refold that so it's not sticking out quite as far. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, those look more even, a lot more even. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold it back, and we're going to fold it at an angle here to make his arm, and you'll see that this little piece here is going to turn into one of his, what do they call those things on his shoulder? Well, those shoulder guards. Okay, let's flip it over. Let's see if we can get this to work. All right, you're going to want to make a strong crease here, like that, and it's not going to always like it at the top. You may have to smush things down up at the top. Okay, that looks complicated, but you're just going to eyeball it and see if you can get it right. Once again, we're going to fold from here. We're going to fold over like that. Just squash things down at the top if it's not working out. Nobody's going to look at the back of your Mandalorian. They're only going to look at the front, so you'll be all right. Let's see how that looks from the front. Okay, those are coming up a little high, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some fiddling back here. See if I can get those to come down a little farther. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look great at all, does it? Let's try that on the other side, and then we'll get them to match. In fact, I'm going to take this whole thing back, and I'm going to fold it so the arm comes out at a little bit of an angle. Ah, there we go. That looks much better. See, that's what our original looks like. So I'm going to try that on the other side here. I'm going to fold this back, and now fold it back out at an angle. See how we did there. All right, that's looking a little better. Try it one more time. Fold that out at an angle. Okay. Yep, like I said, these things take a little fussing and fiddling. Okay, well, that's a big disaster, isn't it? That's going to take more than just fussing and fiddling. That's going to take, it might take a miracle. We might need the armorer to build him a new outfit. All right, well, I'll work on that another time. That one didn't come out quite so nice, but I'll fiddle with it. I'll get it to work. There we go. I think that's actually got it. There we go. Now we got him. Okay, sorry about that. Now we're going to take up here at the head. We can finally get to this part. This is the part that just really sells it. Going to round out that helmet a little bit. Okay, try to even that up some. Okay, and then down here on his face mask, this is one of my favorite parts of this fold. What you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to fold it. It'd be easy if I show you like this. You're going to take this, you can fold it on a diagonal line running like this. Give it a good crease. We really want that crease to show up. Okay, and the same thing over here. Okay, now when you fold those back, when you look at it, he's going to have that great look that the Mandalorians have, like that. And we did it just with one crease. That's really my favorite part here. If you end up with because of those creases, the visor flipping open too much, you can always tape or glue those down into place and the creases will still show up. So this would be enough if this was the Mandalorian. For Boba Fett, we're going to want to add a rangefinder up here. So let's flip him over. Oh my gosh, look at this mess. I'm embarrassed. What a mess it is back here. No real origami master would ever do anything like that. But as I've said a billion times, I'm not an origami master. I'm just having fun. And part of having fun sometimes means grabbing a pair of scissors. See this piece here that comes down at an angle? This is going to be his rangefinder. You're just going to snip it right there. Snip it and flip it. Flip it up like that. When you turn it over, there he is. Looking at the front, you can get it in the right place. I think I might even, now that I've got that done, bend his helmet a little more. And there we go. There's Boba Fett. And as you can see, I took the same ideas and I did it with aluminum foil. Put that piece of black paper back there. Of course, if you don't have a piece of black paper, you can always get a Sharpie and color up a regular piece of paper, stick back in there. And folks, that's how you do it. Tape on a baby Yoda. Like I said, I've got origami Yodas I've got baby origami Yodas in my other videos. And of course, I've got a lot of other videos with a lot of other Star Wars characters. In fact, it's about 30 in all. Check out origamiyoda.com or my YouTube channel for those. And I really appreciate you tuning in today for May the 4th to learn how to fold the Mandalorian and Boba Fett. So thank you so much, everybody. I had a great time talking to you. If you need to go grab some paper and start folding, you can go ahead and do that. And in the meantime, I will just say, may the force be with you always.